Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Some Raider back at it again with another video, and I know today's a bit mellow. There's nothing going on today, so I thought I'd give you guys my 10 bold predictions heading into the 2021 season for our Las Vegas Raiders. But before I get started with this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Raider Cody. I will be out live in Las Vegas this week at Sahara with my boy Cody. So if you guys are looking for a place to go and watch the game, if you can't go into the stadium because you ain't got the shot, then come over to Sahara, come chill with us, watch the game, watch us whoop those Baltimore Ravens candy ass all over Allegiant Stadium, and come have a good time, man. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. Cue the intro.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Before I get started with this video, if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then look no further. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Now for my first bold prediction, I have Derek Carr throwing for over 30 touchdowns this season. Now, Derek Carr has only thrown for over 30 touchdowns once in his career, and that was back in 2015 with 32 touchdowns. Since then, the closest that he's ever gotten to that was back in 2016, his quote-unquote MVP type season with 28 touchdowns. Now, with the plethora of players that Derek Carr has at his disposal, from Darren Waller to Bryan Edwards to Henry Ruggs, Hunter Renfrow, heck, even throw Kenyon Drake up in there, I do see him surpassing that 30 touchdown mark. And if we are really expecting the Raiders to have a big season like we all know they will, then it all starts with our quarterback, Derek Carr. Now for my second bold prediction, I have both our running backs, Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake, hashtag Drake and Josh, both rushing for over 1,000 yards. Now, I know that's a bit of a bold prediction, but hear me out. Knowing John Gruden and how much he likes to run in his offense, I can definitely see it happen. Josh Jacobs has run over 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons in his career, though most of it is because of his workload, with 273 carries in 2020 and 242 in 2019. His average yards per carry has declined though, from 4.8 in 2019 to 3.9 in 2020. But with the addition of Kenyon Drake, it should definitely take the load off of Josh Jacobs, keeping him fresh throughout the season. He is a physical runner, so having him at 100% will only do good things for our run game. And with the drop in carries this year, I could see Jacobs rush for over 1,000 yards for the third straight season. Now, as far as Kenyon Drake, I know that he hasn't rushed for over 1,000 yards ever in his career. The closest that he's ever gotten to was last year in 2020 with 955 yards on 239 carries. But I don't believe that the Arizona Cardinals really used him to the best of his ability like I think the Raiders will. With the way Gruden and Mayock are planning to use Kenyon Drake this season, especially as that quote-unquote joker, he could definitely have a breakout season this year. Now, the last time that the NFL has ever seen two rushers go for over 1,000 yards in a season on the same team was back in 2019 with Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram. And I know you guys are gonna say, yo, that's a quarterback and a running back. Well, if you wanna see two running backs, you gotta go back to 2009 with running back Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams for the Carolina Panthers. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. And for the Raiders, I definitely could see both of these guys rushing for over 1,000 yards. Now for my third prediction, I can see Henry Ruggs go for over 1,000 yards receiving this season. Not only that, be our #1 wide receiver on the squad. Now, you guys already know how I feel about Henry Ruggs. I do believe that he's going to end up being our wide receiver one, step into that Nelson Aguilar role that, Nelson had last year. Coming into the season, I could see Henry Ruggs take off. Now, I know we have Bryan Edwards, we have other guys out there, but as far as a wide receiver, I still think that our former first-round pick is still going to take that role as our wide receiver one. Now, I know some people might not agree with me, but hear me out real quick. If you compare Ruggs' rookie performance to the others in his class, it was pretty subpar. But what people forget to realize is that Ruggs was dealing with an injury all season long after going down in the first game versus the Panthers. Ruggs has shown flashes of what he can do last season, only having 26 receptions for 452 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that is only on 43 targets. And you look at other guys like Nelson Aguilar and Hunter Renfrow who got way more targets than him. Nelson Aguilar had 82 targets and Hunter Renfrow had 77 targets. Man, you give that same amount of targets to Henry Ruggs, I can definitely see him surpassing that 1,000-yard mark. With Henry Ruggs having a full offseason to get fully healthy and the expectations of being one of the 2 top wide receivers on the team, I could definitely see his target share go up. And what more targets, that means he'll have more yards. And you think about it, to have close to 500 yards his rookie season on only 26 receptions is an underrated stat. The last time that we've seen a Raiders wide receiver go for over 1,000 yards in a season was back in 2017, when we had not 1, but 2 wide receivers go for over 1,000 yards, and that is Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. So this year, I expect nothing less from Henry Ruggs. He will be our #1 wide receiver, and he will definitely go for over 1,000 yards. Now for my 4th prediction, I gotta give some love to my cousin, gotta show some love to the flying Hawaiian out there, Marcus Mariota. I do think that Marcus will have at least 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing touchdown. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I feel like we should utilize him sometime this season. I feel like he'll get some type of PT, whether it's in the 17th game of the season or whether the Raiders want to utilize him in some packages. I mean, but knowing John Gruden, he doesn't really use them that much. But I want to see at least Marcus Mariota get utilized out there in some way, some fashion. Now for prediction number 5. I have the Raiders having at least 4 Pro Bowlers this season. Now, I know that last time we had multiple Pro Bowlers on this team, heck, 2016, we had 7 Pro Bowlers. I think that's the most we've ever had in our whole organization history. I could possibly be wrong, but I mean, the names that stick out there that I could most likely be out there on the Pro Bowl would definitely be Derek Carr, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, and heck, I'll throw Max Crosby in there as well, because I do think that he'll have a big season this year, especially with Yannick Ngakoue on the other side. Now, some other honorable mentions that I do have that could also make the Pro Bowl as well. We got Colton Miller, Yannick Ngakoue, we got Henry Ruggs, and you could put KJ Wright in there, our newly acquired linebacker, because I do see him doing big things this year. I'll get to that in just a little bit. So Raider Nation, I did want to ask you guys this question. How many Pro Bowlers do you think that we'll have this season? And which players do you think are most likely going to make that Pro Bowl? Don't name Darren Waller, Derek Carr, and Josh Jacobs, because those are the 3 easiest names. Give me somebody else that you guys could see making the Pro Bowl down in the comments below. Now for the 6th prediction on my list, I have the Raiders defense ranking top 20 this season. Now, looking back at 2020, we were ranked 25th, and ever since Derek Carr has been a part of this team, our defense has been horrible, never ranking in the top 20. The highest we've ever been since Derek Carr has been a part of this team was actually 20th overall, and that was back in 2016 when we had our playoff season, when we had, we were actually one of the competitors that could have made it into the Super Bowl, but injuries derailed all of that. But now you bring in Gus Bradley, you bring in Ron Miles, you kick Paul Gunther's candy ass to the curb. Now you look at the vibes around the defensive side of the ball, man. I have high expectations, and every defense that Gus Bradley has went to, they've gotten better. And shit, the only way to go with the Raiders defense is up. And I do believe that we will definitely make it into the top 20. We have a mix of young and veteran players on this squad that all have chips on their shoulders to go out there and show out. I mean, you look at last season with how horrible our defense was. We still ended up 8-8. Had a chance at the playoffs. We could have been an 11-win team if our defense came through. Heck, we even beat the Kansas City Chiefs with that horrible defense in the first game in Kansas City. So I do believe this season we've added so much talent, so much depth all over the defensive side of the ball that I expect nothing less than being in the top 20. I would say top 15, but heck, I'll be happy with top 20. And if we do, we definitely gonna go far this season. Prediction number 7. I got Mad Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue combining for 20 plus sacks this season. Now, I know you guys might think I'm a little bit crazy, but hear me out. Max Crosby, since he's been a part of the Raider Nation, has 17 total sacks in his career, which is 15th amongst all defensive players since he's been a part of the NFL, which is a good number. Then you add Yannick Ngakoue, who has never had any less than 8 sacks a season. So I expect nothing less from my boy Yannick Ngakoue. And you combine both of these guys up. Heck, you give Mad Max Crosby an actual pass rusher on the other side that could get to the quarterback. Woo-wee!
My neck and my back.
All I gotta say is that I do believe that Yannick Ngakoue and Mad Max Crosby will be one of the better edge rush duos in the NFL. If you don't believe me, then I got 2 words for you.
Suck it!
Now moving on to my 8th prediction of 2021, I have our 2nd round rookie, Trayvon Merrick, having 4 interceptions and 1 pick 6. Now, I do have a lot of high expectations for my guy Merrick, you know, especially drafting him that high in the draft. And, you know, I mean, it was a steal for us, but getting him in the second round in Gus Bradley's system, heck, you got Ron Miles out there as well. Gus Bradley, every time he drafts a safety or a DB player out there high in the draft, he always shows out for the defense. And I do believe that's what Trayvon Merrick is going to do, you know, paired up with Jonathan Abram. Sheesh. I could see it now, you know, Trayvon Merrick taking one back to the house, you know, and the Raider Nation going crazy all over Allegiant Stadium. Prediction number 9, I have linebacker KJ Wright leading this team in tackles. I mean, Wright has always been known for being a tackling machine on the defensive side of the ball, especially with the Seattle Seahawks alongside of Bobby Wagner. You bring him over to Las Vegas, I do think that he could take that crown. In his 10-year career, he has 5 seasons with over 100 total tackles, which is crazy. And in his whole career, he's totaled 941 tackles. So even though he's coming over to the team pretty late, I do expect KJ Wright to go out there and show out and rack up all of them tackles. Now for my last and final prediction on this list going into 2021 for our Las Vegas Raiders, I have the Raiders going into the playoffs this season. But not only that, no. Also, I have the Raiders winning the AFC West. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now, I don't want to hear from anybody. Yes, I'm going to put that bold prediction out there because I ain't scared of no donkeys. I ain't scared of no chokers. I ain't scared of no Kansas City Queens. Heck, we had their numbers last season and we gave it away in the second game because our defense was fucking trash. But now with the newly revamped defense and a newly revamped offense, you can't tell me that we scared of any Queefs out there. I ain't scared of no hoe. At the end of the day, when the dust finally settles at the end of the season and you guys are surprised, yo, we won the AFC West, we are going to the playoffs, you could come back to this video and you could tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your bald-headed granny that, yo, the Samoa Raider actually told me this before. So, yeah, I said it. I got a lot of trust in my team this year. We're going to win this division. We're going to go into the playoffs. And what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with your boy Samoa Raider? Are we going to go to the playoffs? And do you think that we're going to win the AFC West? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on my top 10 bold predictions for the Raiders 2021 season. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. It does a lot for this channel. And if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love this content, this Raiders content, you want it on a daily basis, then look no further. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. And if you guys are in Las Vegas this weekend, your boy's gonna be out there at Sahara, at Cast Bar with my boy Raider Cody. So come stop by on game day and come hang out with us and just come meet us. You know, I can't wait to meet a lot of you guys as well. So with that being said, until the next video, this is your boy Samoa Raider and your boy is yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.